tell you all about how we've been living with no flooring for the last 4 months and only recently got a countertop back while I try and figure out how to use this. So back in March, we were thinking of replacing our dishwasher because the drawers and stuff were all rusted out, but then we thought it was because of our soap. So then we thought, well, if our soap is rusting out the drawers in the dishwasher, let's not buy a new one until we're done using all that soap. So, of course, after we said that, 2 weeks later, our dishwasher leaked. Oh, now we're working, maybe. I've never used an electrical one of these. Okay, let's go. Oh, we're cooking. A little too much. Let's turn that back down. Sorry, okay. Yeah, so back in March, our dishwasher floods. We see puddles of water coming out in between our wood flooring. We're like, that's odd. Realize it's from the dishwasher. We have a demo restoration company coming out, ripping everything apart. I mean, as they should. They rip off our countertop, throw that in the garage, rip apart our whole island down to like the drywall pony wall. And then they just leave 6 obnoxiously loud fans. Let me tell you, if you think you're overstimulated and overwhelmed by the microwave vent fan, this was like a whole nother level. Honestly, at one point I had to turn it off because I could not function. I would wake up with a headache from all the fans and how loud they were. So loved that for us. Thankfully that was over and ended. And we've just been working with insurance to be like, hey, you need to cover this. The guy that was supposed to work on our case apparently quit, and our file was just like sitting on an empty desk. Then we had to call and be like, hey, where are we at? And they're like, oh yeah, that guy quit. We're trying to reassign it to someone else. We're like, cool, good to know. Thanks for, glad we wasted a week. But alas, that's insurance, I guess. So then they assigned us to this older guy that lives like a couple hours away. He comes down, he checks it out, he gets his measurements. They offer us like hardly any money, like not even enough to just cover the flooring, let alone rebuild the island and put the countertop back on. We've kind of been in a like fight with them. Honestly, it's kind of been a one-sided fight because it's been like radio silence, unfortunately, from them. I don't know if it's just the fact that this guy is an older guy and he hasn't done this, like he's kind of newer to this job. And he has like a workload overload. He's just been given a bunch of claims to like work on, and I think he is overburdened with the amount that he has to do. So it's been very hard to like hear back from him. We submitted a supplement to be like, hey, like this, like show me where I can hire someone to do this work. You're saying I could pay someone $1 a square foot to demo everything when everywhere else I've looked it's been like $3. And maybe not specifically demo, but for situations like that where it's like insurance wants to pay $1 and everywhere else is charging like $3. You know, how do you justify not paying what it actually costs to replace it? I don't know, kind of crazy. Another part of the story is our flooring is no longer being made, and so even though it's just like this small area in the kitchen that was damaged and all wet, we have to replace the flooring in the whole house. And we just did our boys' bedroom in like October, so like 4 months before all this went down. I guess longer than 4 months, but it was December. A couple months before all this went down, we just replaced our boys' carpet because we were tired of cleaning their carpet and put flooring in there, a continuation of this. And then now they don't make this flooring anymore, so not only do we have to replace like the kitchen that was damaged, we have to rip out our entire house flooring minus the master bedroom and master closet. I don't want to complain. It is kind of nice to get all new flooring, but it's just a whole nother undertaking on top of wow, a house. It's just a whole nother undertaking on top of everything else we're trying to do in our lives. Like run a business, sell a business, buy a dually truck, which apparently is hard to find in the West Coast. Buy a fifth wheel, you know, because we're crazy and we're tired of the Arizona heat. We're tired of not being able to let our kids play outside. It's so hot. And I'm born and raised here. I don't know. Has anyone else who's from Arizona felt like it's been this hot always? I swear it wasn't this hot when I was growing up. It feels like it's just gotten hotter, and maybe that's just because everything's being built out. But it's actually kind of crazy. So we are trying to hit the road in a fifth wheel with a family of 5, sell everything, and see some sights until we find some land and decide to build a little tiny home or something. But yeah, there's a lot that we're having to get done, and then this happened. We actually tried moving and selling everything back in February, and it just didn't feel like the right timing. And then once you know, a month later, our dishwasher leaks and caused this massive repair. So on one hand, I'm super grateful that like this happened while we were living here, so we didn't have to try and like put a tenant in a hotel for all these months while we figured out how to get this fixed. We also had a restoration company that was gonna like do the work for us, but they were charging like double, if not triple. They wanted to charge like triple what insurance was wanting to pay. And I was like, okay, well, what is your quote? Because like, obviously I know insurance isn't gonna wanna pay full price, but like, what are you trying to put in? They quoted us for engineered hardwood when we only have like a luxury, it's laminate, but it's like a higher end of laminate, but it's still not as expensive as engineered hardwood. So they were like quoting for engineered hardwood, and so of course insurance was like, no, we're not covering that. We have a supplement to send to insurance, we can get started on this. And we're like, okay, can we see it? And they're like, no, you have to charge it. You have to pay us $1,000 if you want to see the supplement we're going to submit to your insurance. That's weird. You want to talk to my insurance about my house and work that's going to be done on my house, but you don't want to show it to me, and I have to pay to see it? That just feels a little sketchy to me. Maybe it's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in that industry, but if you're recommending something for my house, I would like to know what you're recommending. So that restoration company was kind of weird. They already knew that we put this flooring in ourselves already. Like, we're very much handy people. My husband just built this island because we have been slow to hear from insurance for all this time. So we're like, well, let's just get done what we can. So because insurance has been slow to pay out for all the things that, you know, it costs to rebuild what we had, we just tried taking what we can and doing it ourselves. But yeah, that was an interesting experience with that restoration company. They were just kind of being a little shady about it. And they're like, that's the best part about working with us is you don't have to deal with insurance. And I'm like, consider me nosy. I like to know what's going on with my home. And like, you know, just, I don't know. So now it's been 4 months that we've not had, honestly, we just got our countertop on, which you can check out that reel because that was the whole thing. We ordered some flooring, so hopefully before August is over, we can have our house put back together how it should. But now that it's, what is it, July, August, we have sold our business, we have found a truck, we have found a fifth wheel, in Utah, mind you, and we are making moves to like get out of Dodge and see some places before it gets too freezing cold everywhere else. It's kind of go time. We are just trying to get stuff done. Hopefully there are no issues when it comes to installing the flooring, and that can all just be taken care of easily. Let's pray that this goes fast and well and we can paint. Comment down below what color you think I should paint my island, because it was blue before and I love blue, but I've also really been loving greens. Are those still in? I don't know. It's just not that I necessarily want to keep up with the trends, but I will be marketing my house for a rental and I want whoever wants to live here to like it, you know? So, anywho, that's the story of how we've lived in our house for 4 months without flooring and honestly a whole island countertop. We just had a utility sink, so. Thanks for watching. Watch the next video to see what color we end up painting this thing.